con los terroristas.
For you third dimension beings to understand, let's imagine that we take a dot which represents the 0th dimension we call Crumbland. When we connect multiple dots, we get a line. These lines reside in the first dimension we call Pretzelland. In the second dimensional world, lines also represent women. With these multiple lines, they form an isosceles or equilateral triangle. These triangles, when they marry, form squares. These polygons live in Flatland. The squares, when they marry, create pentagons. The pentagons can create hexagons. Over generations, these shapes with numerous sides begin to look like circles.
Hi, I'm Spiral. There was a land of a hungry kitchen, filled with millions of different kinds of foods. The foods live in several known dimensions: Crumbland, Pretzelland, Plateland, and Tableland. Crumbs, which reside on Crumbland, are almost invisible. They have virtually no length or width. The population of Crumbland is only one, and the crumb is the king himself, willing to govern himself at his own will.
Me. I am the almighty king with all this space left to me on this table. Some child took a bite out of some cookie, and I was left on the 0th dimension. Here I am, lonely, but hey, I rule Crumbland, and it's all for myself. Me. Oh wait, what is that? Stop this nonsense! Leave me alone! Exile!
Moving into a two-dimensional plane, we arrive at Pretzelland, where sticks, also known as the woman, work together at McDonald's. They only know the directions left and right, eastward and westward, and they can only move as such, not up and down or height. They cannot see me or any of the Platelanders. Just leave them to their undeveloped minds. Who is an apostle worthy of the gospel I have to share?
I am King Ron. Who disturbed my rest? Where are my ladies? Oh, ladies!
My Royal Highness, I know you're only 3 inches away, but I still miss you.
Oh, King Rod, how I've missed you so much.
And now we reside with Plateland, the land where vast assortment of foods work hand in hand to create the perfect meal. The residents have another axis, not just east and west, but northward and southward, creating a second dimension as combined lines create shapes and figures. For example, you have a bunch of sticks lined side by side. Here you create a wheaten, a square with 4 sides. When two meet and have an unfound chemistry between them, they create a food with an additional side, an upgrade to their classification of food. So take for example a Doritos and a biscotti. So the 3-sided Doritos mates with a 1-sided biscotti in order to create a 4-sided wheat thin. Now here's a wheat thin named Wheaty, the grandfather of a hexagon named Hexagus.
Oh, I get it now. But what if there was some world out there after Plateland? What if you put multiple plates together?
Now let's not get too carried away. An idea like that would just sound so ridiculous. I think you've learned enough for today.
Grandpa, I learned in class yesterday about this thing called color.
Shh. Don't ever mention that word. The C word is forbidden now. Those who have painted themselves fell to war and are past praise to never repeat the tragic results of the C bill ever again. 407 years ago, we shapes wanted to find a new system for recognizing each other's configuration. There was a document called the Color Bill, which meant that we shapes recognized each other based on our unique set of colors. However, problems began to arise quickly as spheres lost the benefit while women gained a better standing in society. The reason was that both spheres and women were recognized by 2 colors each. The spheres often felt offended because they were sometimes mistaken as women, while the woman enjoyed the color bill because they were mistakenly recognized as the noble circles.
Wow, so what happened then?
Now we only touch and feel. It's the way of life. See, in Plateland, women will always work at McDonald's. The isosceles will work at the military. Equilaterals will work at Denny's. We squares will work in the office, while hexagons like you will end up working at Wall Street. Now circles are a different case. They work at Pentagon to run our nation. Hexagus, promise me you will conform to our society. You know what happens to irregulars, don't you?
Wait, give me a second chance. I have 90 degrees, I swear.
Move it!
Tell that to the pokey.
Who is this intruder? Do you realize what time it is right now? Oh my, are you a circle? Oh, please forgive me. I could not see your configuration in this darkness.
No. I am not a circle, but a solid. Say, have you ever heard of the third dimension, Mr. Weedy?
A solid? And how do you know who I am?
I have been watching you closely, and I wish to tell you of our third dimensional world, in which we have height in space. Height? Is that northward? Eastward? No, upward. I am the eyes that watch above you, but not north of you.
What is this madness that you speak of? Well, wait, where are you taking me?
Welcome to Tableland. Now imagine multiple squares all parallel to each other. This creates height, and we call it a cube.
Height? Does that still mean northward? I still don't understand.
Well, you first thought I was a circle, but I am actually made up of multiple circles.
No!
My multiple circled layers stacked up upon one another make what we call a sphere.
Oh, I get it now. It's upward, not northward. But that must mean there's a fourth dimension, right?
Ha! A fourth? What a silly idea. Don't hurt your head trying to fathom such a ridiculous concept. I'm only here to inform you of the third dimension. Come on, let's take you back to Flatland. Is this all for real? I need to tell someone. The president has to know about this revelation. Let me through. I have breaking news and the president must know about this.
Hey, stop!
Mr. Oreo, sorry to bother you. Your presidency, majesty, sir. My name is Weedy, and I have discovered something entirely new. Something that will literally blow your mind.
Tell me now, boy. I have far more important business to get back to.
Sorry, sir, we couldn't stop this president in time. He just barged.
Just listen to me for a moment. There's something called Tableland.
Tableland? What is Tableland? The only thing existing here is Flatland. What is this blasphemy?
Okay, so there is a solid named Spheral, and apparently he comes from this magical place called Tableland, where there's something called height, and basically you view everything in a whole new perspective. But sir, you must understand there is another dimension.
The world may never know.
Night.